So. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was really wanting to do this video with Josiah, which is my husband, but he's at work and I don't know if he'll even want to do a video with me. Excuse the nasty licking in the background. That is gross. Pongo, stop. Are you done? Are you done? No, don't come over here. Maybe he'll sit down. Anyway, oh, don't get on the bed. Or get on the bed. That's great. It's a like teen pregnancy Q&A is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be answering questions that I think y'all would want answered, just maybe to get to know me a little bit better. First question, how old am I? And I'm gonna answer these for myself and for Josiah if they kind of go with Josiah. But anyway, how old am I? I am 19 now. I was 18 when I started making videos and when I found out I was pregnant, and then I turned 19 in December, and then Josiah is 19 now and he'll be 20 in June. So sorry, I'm doing math in my head. He'll still be 19 when the baby's born, but he'll be 20 a few months after. What are you having? I'm having a boy. I've said it in a lot of my other videos, but I just thought if anybody was just watching this for the first time, yes, I'm having a boy. When's my due date? My due date is April 10th, 2020, obviously. So right now I'm 26 weeks. Yes, 26 weeks and 4 days. There's my little app. I'm gonna do a pregnancy update at 30 weeks pregnant, just so there's a little bit of space between my bump date from 22 weeks, I think. So yeah, how long have me and Josiah been together? We have been together for 5 years. It'll be 6 years, May 28th, but now we're married. So we've been married for like 2 months now. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, close to 2 months, almost 3 months. We like met each other in middle school. I knew him from a friend, and then, you know, in middle school, I don't even want to talk about it, but in middle school I was a lunatic and I was boy crazy, and he liked one of my friends, but I was like, no, you like me. But so we started dating, and then we've had a rocky road a little bit, actually a lot of it. We've had a rocky road. In middle school we broke up like 2 times, but we met each other in 7th grade. Sorry, I probably should have said that. We met each other in 7th grade, and then I think we broke up like once or twice, and it was pretty big. And then in high school we had some bumps in the road, nothing to do with me, all to do with him, but you know, whatever. But we've been fully together and not broken up or anything for I think 3 years now, maybe. Yeah, 3 years now, but now we're married, so none of that matters anymore. We've been married for 2.5 months. Am I going to school? I graduated high school in 2019 and I am not going to college. Some of y'all are probably going to think I'm being dramatic. Most of y'all probably will think I'm being dramatic, but I actually was really good in school, like honor AP student, and then I got accepted to a college that I was really going to go to. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then I got really anxious about it. I have bad anxiety when it comes to stuff like that, or like starting something new. I'm not good at like changing it up and like doing something different. Like I like consistency. I don't like big changes in my life, and that was a very big change I don't know, I'm not going to college. Everybody else is going to college. Like all my friends went to college and I'm just sitting here like, I'm not going to college. I think a lot of people probably did not expect me to not go to college and then get pregnant, but it's just what God has in store for me. So what do I do for work? So right now I am, like, I don't have a job, I guess you could say, but I'm really into art and stuff. I love to paint anything and everything. So I started my own little Instagram shop that I'm hoping can one day get big enough to where I don't have to rely on anybody else but myself to like make ends meet, you know. But yeah, that's what I do. People ask me to paint stuff and I paint stuff, or I paint things and then put them up for sale. So that's what I'm doing right now. Where are y'all from? So I am from Georgia. Born and raised, but Josiah's from Mississippi, and then he moved to Alabama, and then he moved to Georgia. Who is the godmother or godfather of your baby? So I know for sure who the godmother is. I don't know if there's going to be a godfather or if you have to do that. I don't really know the full deal with a godmother, godfather, but me and my friend have always said that like she'll be the godmother. So my best friend Raven, I've talked about her like 2 or 3 times, very like vaguely. She is the godmother to the baby. So how did I find out I was pregnant? A little backstory. I am super irregular. Like my periods have always been crazy ever since I was like first started my period. It's always been crazy. I'll be a week late one day or 1 month, and then another month I'll be on point, you know. I've never really had like a strict schedule. I would have never been able to tell by my period like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm late, or anything like that. So one day I was sick. I've always had like, I had pregnancy scares, but they probably weren't anything. They never were. I mean, I was never pregnant until now. So I was a week late. Like I've taken pregnancy tests before when I was a week late and it was negative. So I was like, I'm a week late. It's just my period. What are you talking about? And then Raven, I think, was like, you need to take a pregnancy test, blah, blah, blah. We would always like joke around, you know, girls do that, like, let's go take a pregnancy test. So it wasn't unusual for us to be like, let's go get a pregnancy test and take it. You know what I mean? Sorry if the lighting or the angle has changed a little bit. We cut this video a little bit in half because I made me some food. So back to the question. I was really not expecting it to be positive. I think because I have had pregnancy scares before and then they've always been negative, so I'm like, I've never seen or taken a pregnancy test and it been positive, so I wasn't expecting it to be, but it was. I peed on it with my little sister and Raven were in the living room, and I peed on it and I took the test and I went upstairs, I think, and did like, I don't know what I was doing, but I came back downstairs and it was the really cheap ones and it was positive, and I was like, y'all shut up, like there's no way. And then Raven was like, no way, this is the cheap one, let's go get another one. So I knew from the ones that were positive, like the cheap ones, I was like, I'm definitely pregnant. There's no like not being pregnant. But Raven was like, let's just get one of the really expensive ones and you take it. I was like, okay. So I did that. I have a video. I might be able to pop it in here for a second. I was with my little sister and Raven and in that bathroom right there, and it showed up that I was pregnant. The ones that like digitally say pregnant, it said pregnant. So that's how I found out I was pregnant. How did Josiah find out I was pregnant? That night I was like, there is no keeping this from him. There's no like surprising him. I just have to like tell him. So Raven's boyfriend came over. My little sister was in my room and I was like, Josiah, I need you to come over. I forgot what I told him, but I like made it sound urgent. I was like, you need to come over. Not anything to do with pregnancy, but me and Raven went and got a baby onesie and then I wrote on it. It was like coming soon or something like that. And I sat Josiah down on the bed and I was like, close your eyes, and I gave it to him. And his reaction was like, oh doo-doo, like, oh no, I have to get a job, blah blah. Like, that's how he was. But he was happy. I mean, it's kind of scary in the moment, but then you like really think about it. I don't know, I was excited, he was excited. We just had to get our crap together a little bit. Are you scared of what people think of you now, like now that I'm pregnant? I have always cared about what people think of me. It's one of my kryptonites, I guess you can say. Like, I'm not good with public things. Like at school, I would stand up and talk to people like in front of a class, and then I would sit down and I would think about, oh my god, I should have done this, or like, what are they thinking of me now because I did this, blah blah blah, or this is how I did this and I shouldn't have done it that way. Or I can have a conversation with somebody for the first time and then be like, that was so like cringy, ew, you're gross, blah blah. Like, that's how I like talk to myself in my brain. So for me to be pregnant and still a teenager, I think it's really hard for me to like, I definitely care about what people think of me. Nobody's been hateful. It's just hard for me to know that people talk about me without me being there, you know? Like, I can't stand up for myself or anything. I don't know if I would in this situation anyway, but like, to know that people talk about me is kind of hard. Or like posting on Instagram that I was pregnant, that was really hard because I don't know, I feel like in this day and age you constantly, like, you either care what people think or you don't, and I'm definitely one of the people that do. So like, to post about it and know that people talk about me behind my back, that really did bother me. So yeah, I am scared of what people think about me. Are my friends supportive? So after high school, I don't know, in high school I had like a good bit of friends, and then, you know, you go through the drama and you lose friends and then you gain friends. By the end of high school, I had 2 really, really good friends, and they're still my best friends now. For the most part, the 2 people that like I care about the most when it comes to my friends, I think they're really supportive. It's hard because they're in college and they're doing college things, and I'm being a little stay-at-home mom. I am lazy or I'm tired and I just want to go to bed, and they come over and they want to do things, and so it's hard for me to stay really connected like we used to, because I feel like I used to be the like crazy one of the group and like would always do stuff or want to go out and drive and just be crazy, and now I'm not like that. So I think it's hard for me to fully feel their support, but I know that they support me and they love me and they're so excited. The last question I'm going to answer is, are you scared to give birth? And is there something that stands out that I'm like scared about? So I am not, I don't know if it's just me being naive or whatever, but I'm not scared of the contractions. I know they're going to hurt like heck, but like, that's not what I'm scared of when it comes to labor. I know they're gonna hurt, but like, I'm scared of, y'all are gonna think I'm stupid, the epidural, for one. I'm kind of like going away from it a little bit and being like, maybe if I can somehow cope with it, I will not get an epidural. I don't know if that's gonna change as soon as I have a contraction and then I'm like, heck no, get me out of this, like, give me an epidural. But I'm a kind of a paranoid person, and I feel like an epidural is terrifying. I have a fear of like getting an IV or getting my blood drawn. Like, my mom has to squeeze my hand when I get my blood drawn because I'm mortified. I feel like a child. So I don't know if I'll be able to deal with the pain and I won't get an epidural, or if I won't be able to and I'll just have to mentally prepare myself to get an epidural. But that is like one of the main things that stands out for going into labor. But that is the end of the Q&A. If you'll have any more questions, comment them down below and I'll answer them. Maybe in another Q&A, or if somebody just has a random question, I can answer it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Later, peeps.